7 Amazing Foods for the Brain After 60. Neurologists are shocked when you turn 60, life changes. Some people notice their energy dipping, their memory not being as sharp, and even their ability to focus slipping away. It's natural. The brain, just like the heart and the muscles, needs extra support as we age. But here's the surprising part. Doctors and neurologists around the world have been amazed by how certain everyday foods can literally wake up the brain, restore clarity, and even protect against age-related decline. And today, you're going to discover the 7 most powerful foods for your brain after 60. Stay with me until the end, because food number 7 may shock you. Most people overlook it, yet studies show it can transform how your brain works. Let's begin. Before we jump into the foods, let's talk about why the brain needs this help. After the age of 60, your brain cells communicate a little more slowly. Blood flow to the brain can decrease, and the protective coating around nerve cells, called myelin, can start to wear down. This is why some people begin to forget names, lose focus in conversations, or even experience mood swings. But the truth is, decline is not inevitable. The brain is remarkably resilient. Feed it the right nutrients, and it can grow new connections, repair old ones, and stay sharp well into your 80s, 90s, and beyond. So what are these 7 foods that shock even neurologists? Let's dive in. Food number 1, blueberries, the brain's tiny guardians. Blueberries may look small, but don't underestimate them. These little berries are like brain superheroes, packed with antioxidants called anthocyanins. Blueberries protect the brain from oxidative stress, one of the main causes of memory loss and cognitive decline. Here's the shocking part. In one study, older adults who ate blueberries every day actually improved their memory in just 12 weeks. Imagine that, just a handful of berries boosting memory in a matter of months. Blueberries also improve blood flow to the brain, which is critical after 60. Better blood flow means more oxygen, more nutrients, and more energy for your brain cells. The best way to enjoy them? Add a cup of fresh or frozen blueberries to your breakfast. Blend them into a smoothie, sprinkle them on oatmeal, or eat them straight from the bowl. It's simple, delicious, and incredibly powerful. But blueberries are just the beginning. The next food not only strengthens memory, but also sharpens your ability to concentrate. Food number 2, fatty fish, fuel for the thinking brain. If blueberries are the guardians, then fatty fish are the builders. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, and trout are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA. DHA is literally the building block of your brain. In fact, your brain is about 60% fat, and much of that fat is DHA. As we age, DHA levels in the brain decline. That's when people start noticing memory lapses. But here's the good news. Eating fatty fish at least twice a week can restore DHA and even reverse some of that decline. Neurologists are especially impressed by how omega-3s reduce inflammation in the brain. Why is that important? Because inflammation is one of the hidden enemies of brain health. Too much inflammation slows down communication between brain cells, leading to confusion and forgetfulness. Omega-3s calm the storm, allowing your brain to function smoothly again. And here's a bonus. People who regularly eat fatty fish are less likely to develop dementia. That's not just theory. It's been proven in long-term studies. So imagine a dinner plate with grilled salmon, a side of vegetables, and maybe some brown rice. Simple, but a feast for your brain. But we're not stopping there. The next food is something most people have in their pantry right now, and it might be even more powerful. Food number 3, walnuts, the nut that looks like a brain. Nature leaves us clues, and walnuts are a perfect example. Crack one open, and you'll notice they look like tiny brains. And it's no coincidence. They're packed with nutrients that your brain craves. Walnuts are rich in plant-based omega-3s, antioxidants, and vitamin E. Vitamin E, in particular, is a brain-protecting powerhouse. It helps guard against oxidative stress, which can damage brain cells. Here's a fascinating fact. In a large study, people who ate walnuts regularly performed better on memory and cognitive tests compared to those who didn't, and were not. Talking about eating pounds of walnuts, just a small handful a day is enough to make a difference. What makes walnuts so special is their ability to improve communication between brain cells. Imagine your brain as a vast city of roads and highways. Walnuts help keep those roads clear and traffic flowing smoothly so your thoughts, memories, and ideas can travel faster. The best way to add them? Snack on a handful during the day, or chop them up and sprinkle them over salads, yogurt, or oatmeal. It's like giving your brain a daily tune-up, but don't go anywhere, because food number 4 has a secret that doctors never expected, a drink that works like rocket fuel for the brain. Food number 4, coffee. Not just for energy, most people drink coffee for a quick energy boost. But neurologists are shocked at how coffee benefits the brain, especially after 60. Coffee contains caffeine, of course, which increases alertness, but that's not the full story. Coffee is also one of the richest sources of antioxidants in the modern diet. These antioxidants protect brain cells from damage, keeping them healthier for longer. Studies show that people who drink coffee in moderation, about 2 to 3 cups a day, have a lower risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. That's huge. Imagine something as simple as your morning cup reducing your risk of 2 of the most feared brain diseases. And there's another twist. Caffeine improves reaction time, mood, and memory. That means your brain not only works faster but also feels better. Of course, moderation is key. Too much coffee can cause jitters or disrupt sleep, which isn't good for brain health. But the right amount? It's like rocket fuel for the brain. So, tomorrow morning, when you sip your coffee, know this. You're not just waking up your body, you're waking up your brain. But let's move to something green, refreshing, and even more surprising. Food number 5, leafy greens, the brain's daily vitamin, spinach, kale, collard greens. These humble vegetables might not sound exciting, but they're like daily multivitamins for the brain. Rich in vitamin K, lutein, folate, and beta-carotene, leafy greens slow cognitive decline. One study found that people who ate at least 1 serving of leafy greens a day had brains that looked 11 years younger on tests of memory and thinking. 11 years, that's like turning back the clock, simply by adding greens to your plate. The secret lies in their ability to protect brain cells from inflammation and support the formation of neurotransmitters, the chemicals that carry messages, in your brain. And here's the best part. Leafy greens are incredibly versatile. You can add them to smoothies, toss them into omelets, or enjoy them as a fresh salad. Doctors often say, if you want a younger brain, eat your greens. And now you know why. But we're getting closer to the real shocker. Food number 6 has been studied for centuries, and neurologists are still amazed by its power. Food number 6, turmeric, the golden spice of memory. Turmeric, the bright yellow spice often used in curry, is one of the most powerful brain foods on the planet. Its secret weapon is curcumin, a compound with strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Curcumin can cross the blood-brain barrier, which means it goes directly into your brain and starts protecting cells. Studies show that turmeric boosts levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain. It helps new brain cells grow and strengthens existing ones. In fact, populations that eat turmeric regularly have significantly lower rates of Alzheimer's disease. That fact alone has stunned neurologists. Adding turmeric to your diet is easy. Sprinkle it on roasted vegetables, stir it into soups, or mix it into a golden latte with warm milk and a touch of honey. But don't forget, curcumin is absorbed better with black pepper, so always pair them together. Turmeric is powerful. But food number 7 is perhaps the most shocking of all. It's common, affordable, and yet its brain benefits are almost unbelievable. Food number 7, dark chocolate, the sweet surprise. Yes, you heard that right. Dark chocolate is not just a treat, it's brain food. But not just any chocolate. It has to be at least 70% cocoa. Dark chocolate is rich in flavonoids, caffeine, and antioxidants. Flavonoids improve blood flow to the brain, which enhances memory, focus, and even problem-solving skills. In one study, people who ate dark chocolate performed better on memory tests within just a few hours. Imagine eating a piece of chocolate and having your brain work better that same day. And here's something even more amazing. Dark chocolate stimulates the release of endorphins and serotonin, the brain's feel-good chemicals. So not only does it improve brain function, but it also lifts your mood. Of course, moderation is key. A small square or 2 a day is enough to get the benefits without overdoing the sugar or calories. So, next time you enjoy dark chocolate, know that you're not indulging, you're nourishing your brain. Now, let's recap the 7 amazing foods for the brain after 60. Number 1, blueberries, tiny guardians packed with antioxidants. Number 2, fatty fish, fuel for the thinking brain. Number 3, walnuts, the nut that looks like a brain. Number 4, coffee, not just for energy, but protection. Number 5, leafy greens, the daily vitamin for your mind. Number 6, turmeric, the golden spice of memory. Number 7, dark chocolate, the sweet surprise. Now, imagine building a daily diet around these foods. A breakfast of oatmeal with blueberries and walnuts, a lunch of leafy greens with grilled salmon, an afternoon cup of coffee, a dinner sprinkled with turmeric, and finally, a small square of dark chocolate for dessert. That's not just a meal plan, it's a recipe for a sharper, healthier, younger brain. Neurologists may be shocked, but the truth is clear. Your brain has incredible potential even after 60. It's never too late to protect it, feed it, and help it thrive. Every bite you take can either age your brain or make it younger. And with these 7 foods, you now have the tools to stay sharp, focused, and full of life for decades to come. So remember, your brain is your greatest treasure. Take care of it, and it will take care of you.